You've heard their names before, but you won't believe what some of the richest people in the world insist on saving money on. Founder of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, still drives an old Volkswagen car. He hardly dressed in branded expensive clothes. Then we have Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett bought his first Omaha house in 1958 for $31,500. Today, Buffett is about $50 billion richer, but he still lives in the same place. But how do you think rich people live? You think they live in big houses, they wear expensive clothes, they buy expensive watches, they buy expensive car, go on vacation all year round. Report shows that 94% of self-made millionaires become rich by saving money, period. However, some take it a little further and below are some of the most interesting habits that you can start doing today to start saving like a millionaire. Number one, they establish saving goals earlier in their lives. Getting into the habit of saving at least 10% of every paycheck is a great practice towards building wealth. An easy way to do this is to do automatic transfer to your savings account. Also, making the savings seem like you will paying a bill will help you. So pay it like you would any other bill you receive. You wouldn't skip a payment on your credit card company or your car loan. So treat your savings the same way and let it go out automatically to a different saving account like these go out every time. Then you won't even notice it. I worked in 2 different Canadian banks a while back and noticed that some customers had about 5 or more saving accounts. I didn't understand it at first and was curious to ask one of the customers one day. He said he learned it from his rich uncle to always save everything. Hence, he had different saving accounts for his future plans. He gave it like different names. They had like bills account, dog account, investment account, car account, vacation account, child's toys account. Oh my goodness. I tried it a few weeks later on and realized that I kept going back to withdrawing the money from this bank account, not because my bills increased, but because my spending habit didn't change. Then I realized that one needed to change their spending habit and not buy things on impulse, or you will find yourself running out of money and going back to your savings account to take the money out. So this is discipline, and this will be painful at first when you change your spending habits, but over time it will become an habit. The second thing millionaires do, the second habit of millionaires are they are frugal. 77% of wealthy people say that they are frugal, but what does that mean? To a millionaire, it means buying quality items at the cheapest price possible. Canadian-born Sheraton is one of the first investors of Google alongside Sun Microsystems, Andy, and has a net worth of 1.3 billion. However, he has 2 quickie habits that saves him money. He cuts his hair and insists on taking his meal home from any restaurant where he eats to save for another meal. Another thing you can do is, start cooking at home sometimes. Cut down on buying coffee and make it at home before work. Make or cut your own hair to get a friend to do it for free. Number 3 habit of millionaires is they avoid lifestyle creep. If you're not sure what this is, it is when you raise your standard of living to match your new increased income, say from a raise or higher paying job. When I moved to Canada, it was hard meeting people and making friends, except you have something in common, like you went to school together, meet in a friend party, or you met them in church or any other social event. So I met this family one day and realized that the man was an executive director in a company earning 6-figure. The wife was a lawyer earning like 6 to 7-figure annually. And then when I visited their home one day, I realized that they live in a 3-bedroom apartment and they have been in their apartment for 15 years. They had 3 kids and never moved her out. I asked them why they didn't buy a house, and they said they don't want to be in any kind of debt. So I realized that they later bought a house for about $800,000 and they paid cash. Like what? Immediately they moved into their new home. It was already worth 1.2 million in the market and they have this money cash. So they didn't move out of their house when they earned 5 figures, 6 figures, 7 figures. They were saving money instead, of changing their lifestyle to actually match their income. So if you get a raise or a bonus, don't think of it as free money. Put it to use for you. Then when a rainy day comes, you will be ready. Number 4 habits of millionaires that you should start doing today is they make their money invisible. Making your money invisible means that before you touch any of it, a portion of it is deposited into a savings account. The principle is if you don't see it, you don't spend it. The best way to do this is to automate it. You have your checking account automatically deposit a set amount of money into your savings account. Also take advantage of any round up options. When you make a purchase, the change rounds up to the nearest dollars and is automatically put into an account and you won't even notice. A few apps that that has this feature for roundup are Chime, Capital, Digit, Coins. The 5th habit of millionaires are they avoid spendthrift friends and relationships. Self-made millionaires tend to stick to like-minded people, both in their professional and personal life. They surround themselves with people who are conscious of their money and have good money habits. So I remember when I moved to Canada, I was always invited to a friend's birthday party, which sometimes are done in restaurants. And I go there and I have to pay for my own meal. And I realized that sometimes my friends can have birthday like 4 times a week. And every time I spend money, I get to spend about approximately $100 every time I go to these restaurants. It's a lot. I was a student, but you want to look good in front of your friends. So that was an issue and it didn't come cheap. So this affected my finances and I had to sum up the courage and start telling friends, you know what? I really wish you a happy birthday. So I started declining some of this outing, which affected our friendship. But now I think about it, it was worth it. If your friends can help you save money and only help you spend money, you should think deep about the friendship. Millionaires are conscious of this even when it comes to whom they choose to get married to as well. They want to team up with people that protect their assets and enjoy having a secure future that they earned. Other examples of millionaires with the same mindset are Jack, the father of index fund. You know that he has only flown first class once and he thinks it's a waste of money. This guy is worth $80 million. Then we have Ingvar Kamprad. He's the founder of IKEA and he decorates his home with his company's low-cost furnitures and drives a 1993 Volvo. He is currently worth like 31 billion. Then we have Jay Leno. He's a comedian and retired late-night talk host. He opted to work 2 jobs his entire working life. As a host of the Tonight Show, he still works over 150 comedy gigs a year and he has not touched a penny of his hosting money. It's currently worth about 350 million. Then we have Dish Network chairman Charlie Egan. He still packs his own lunch every day. This guy is worth $16 billion. Talking about Bill Gates, founder of Microsoft, he prefers to wear a $10 watch over a Rolex. This guy is worth like 92 billion. If you find this video helpful, like and subscribe so that many other people can benefit from it. I will see you in another video. Bye guys.